Pochettino backs Mykhailo Mudryk to thrive at Chelsea. Huge update coming in through from Pochettino after Chelsea went ahead to lose its fourth game consecutively away from home. Chelsea haven't won a game away from home in the past 4 games. They've gone ahead to lose all their 4 last games every time they've gone ahead to be on the road. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. This is the Football News Show. Rokan David is my name. You can as well call me RD. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And Merry Christmas to every Christian watching in through. And for the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. We are going to discuss Cristiano Romero. Very many Spurs fans, we are really shocked about his being taken off at halftime, and we saw him seated with a bag of ice on his hamstring. But looks like there is some huge update coming in through from the physio team of Tottenham Hotspur that everything is gonna be like well for him. Then Felipe Melo, if you remember him very well, played for Brazil and very many other teams. He is really very baffled, all very annoyed with the man Jack Grealish on how he obviously went ahead to portray himself as his team went ahead to obviously lose to Man City 3-0 in the FIFA World Cup finale that was played in Saudi Arabia. So that is it, and that's what we're going to discuss about. And let's see close to 100 likes on this video, and let's obviously get into this. The manager of Chelsea has said the following about Mykhailo Mudryk. He's a fantastic guy and he's such a nice person. He's very authentic and genuine. One thing I can tell you, he's very honest and very trustworthy and a very genuine and spontaneous guy. I trust in him as a person, of course, and then as a player, he knows he needs to keep improving. He's still young and he's going to improve because he has the quality. He's a player that in his evolution is doing really well, and we are so happy. For sure, with time, he's going to be a very important player. He's already an important player, but he's going to improve a lot because the potential is massive. Now, everyone knows the potential of Mykhailo Mudryk, and I think very many people have gone ahead to obviously go hard at Mykhailo Mudryk. And I told people that the situations in which Mykhailo Mudryk faced at Chelsea never really gave him a soft landing ground. It was really hard for Mykhailo Mudryk to come in through and obviously thrive at a team like Chelsea. That's why if Mykhailo Mudryk had gone in at Arsenal, he would have gone ahead to obviously be a better player, because Arsenal was already on the groove, you get. But Chelsea has been on and off, you get. Ever since Tony Boyle came on through, Chelsea have gone ahead to experience one of the worst seasons I've gone ahead to see in their lives. And I don't remember any time Chelsea has gone ahead to spend 2 seasons without playing in the Champions League. You know, ever since this man came in through, that is Abramovich, in 2003, Chelsea have been playing the Champions League in each and every year. Not until this guy came in through, that is none other than Tony Boyle, and Chelsea is really struggling. So that struggling is one of the things that I've gone ahead to obviously that I've gone ahead to obviously see Mykhailo Mudryk not hit the ground running, because you need to obviously have a performing team at the age of Mykhailo Mudryk to obviously also perform. It's rare to see a player of the age and inexperience of Mykhailo Mudryk coming in through at a team like Chelsea and solve its problems. You saw even Enzo Fernandez, who came in through with a World Cup, proven player with a lot of talent. He's also struggling to get into that side of Chelsea. In other words, the only player I've gone ahead to see do the needful at Chelsea is Thiago Silva, because of his experience, and every time he's in the team of Chelsea, you see either that he's the different guy or he's the guy that makes the difference. But the rest of the players are also struggling, and Pochettino needs time. Pochettino needs time, and it's good to see either that Pochettino has gone ahead to see a lot in Mykhailo Mudryk, because at the beginning of the season, we also to either that he sometimes never made the bench, he sometimes stayed on the bench, but right now he has gone ahead to be started in very many games of Chelsea, and you see his impact. He's improving every game. And for every person who has for always gone ahead to know exactly what a player at the age of Mykhailo Mudryk needs, will tell you that all Mykhailo Mudryk needs is playing time. And that's one of the things that you do provide to him, to see it that he obviously gets to where he's supposed to be. So for me, I've never doubted him. I believe in him, and I think it's just a matter of time to see to it that he's on song. You see to it that he has gone ahead to score some goals for Chelsea, even mid this week. You saw to it that, I think mid last week, or today is a Monday, mid last week, he leveled the game in the dying minutes of the Carabao Cup quarterfinal to force them into penalties, and that's when they came in through and obviously went ahead to obviously knock them out. And they've been drawn against Middlesbrough. To me, it looks like their 2 foot, all feet, are in the final. That is it. So for Mykhailo Mudryk, I really have a lot of belief in him, and it's good that Pochettino is also having a lot of belief in him. And trust me, Pochettino is a proven manager when it comes to really improving players, and Mykhailo Mudryk is gonna get that improvement. That is it. No doubt about him. He's gonna do the needful, and everything is going to go on as planned by the side of Chelsea. It's just a matter of time. The Nkunkus are back. They are firing in goals. It's a matter of Chelsea coming in through and really composing and really getting to know that unit is really very, very important. Obviously, see to it that these players form it with the remaining games and obviously try to build for the future, because quick fixes are really very bad. Quick fixes are really very bad, and that's what Tony Boyle was really needing. And something you need to know about Chelsea is that they've gone ahead to sign very many young players. Caicedo is like 22 years of age. Mudryk is 22. Enzo Fernandez, I think, is like 21, 22. Romero Lavia is 19. You look at Colville, he's like 19, 20. You get Malo Gusto, I think, is 19. So they're really having a very young squad. So all they need to do is simple. They need to see to it that this squad really grows, and they need to give it time. And the moment it clicks, you'll obviously look back to my videos and say, Rokani told us that this team will obviously become good. So for me, Mykhailo Mudryk, he's really one of those players that you really don't doubt his potential, and very soon he's obviously going to do the needful. Now let's go to the fans of Spurs and obviously try to kick out the consolement and doubt from you and really tell you that the Standard Sport has told us that Cristian Romero is expected to be fit for Tottenham Hotspur clash away to Brighton, despite being taken off during Saturday's 2-1 win over Everton. Now, if the story has been reported like this, sorry about that. If the story has been reported like that, it means Cristian Romero was taken off as a precaution. But we are all really very worried about his injury, because we saw an iceberg being tied onto his hamstring. But Tottenham know exactly what they're supposed to do, because they've gone ahead to look badly every time they don't have Cristian Romero and Van der Ven. You saw to it that when he got off, Everton scored 2 goals, but 1 was cancelled. But it shows you how important it is in that central defense. And if you're going to play away at Brighton, there is no way you tell me that you don't need your best centre-back with you. And I think they'll try to do the needful to see to it that on the 28th, he's really available to play into that fixture, because it's really very important to have him. If you don't have him, with Ferguson, João Pedro, Mitoma, Gross, you'll be really skinned down there. And you need to be having... You need to keep yourselves onto the high, because Brighton plays an open game. And trust me, they'll hit at that central defense of Spurs, and you saw to it being vulnerable when they're not having Cristian Romero and Van der Ven. And even if they're having Cristian Romero again, they look a little bit shaky. So, what are they going to do for that? We don't know, but the rest might be history into his not returning. But for Brighton into this game, they need to get the points, because they're at home and we're obviously going to really enjoy a very beautiful game. If you want what we call a free-flowing game, this is the game to watch. This is the game to watch. Don't miss it out and keep your eyes onto that game. Brighton, Tottenham Hotspur is going to be a huge one, and we will be here waiting to see exactly how everything is going to be laid and put up to the required standards in there for you. So we wait and see whether Cristian Romero will make it to the squad of Spurs traveling to Brighton And if he does, then that will be the better. Now, we all know that Fluminense was beaten by Man City by 3-0 in the final. And Melo was on the side of Fluminense, right? But after the game, he had the following to say. Today, Jack Grealish was disrespectful towards the Fluminense team, and I will never let that happen. He was shouting Ole during the game. This is for the fans. They can shout Ole. The athlete on the field cannot be disrespectful. I really found it very, 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 very small. He's like exaggerating something small. Now, if every player is to obviously come out and really say exactly what his fellow players tell him, you get? What do you want them to... If every player is to come out and tell us exactly what is being said to him by the other opponents on the field of play, will we even have a rest? But that's part of the game. Those are tactics that some teams really use, you know? We know players who really have a lot or a gift of the gab. When they really mean to talk anything, they'll say it verbally all the time. So I really understand that it's really very, 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 very important to note that that was really a false accusation. You know, it's blame shifting. Now, why didn't you raise up to the occasion and beat them? That would have been the best revenge for them. But you just kept on and looked on. So for me, I have no problem. Jack Grealish continue saying Ole Ole and singing it. It's not only for the fans, it's all about for the players. Because if Pep Guardiola got to know that it's one of the things that's going to turn off the players of Fluminense, then why not use it? Why not use it? So to me, it's really very important that this guy is really putting out this point, but for me, it doesn't hold any water for me. I don't know whether it holds water for you. You can as well go into the comment section and tell me your thoughts about it. So guys, your thoughts on Pochettino backing Mykhailo Mudryk to really improve and really become one of the best players in the league? I welcome in the comment section below. Cristian Romero returning. Do you think he's going to return? And would you obviously hurry him back? Because we saw that he almost had a hamstring injury. Rokani David remains my name. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. We sign out for now. See you later, my mates. Bye-bye.